Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From RNA Music. Your mom and pop guitar shop.
Music shop.
Right there. Deep in the heart of Texas. Not Fender.
No.
I don't even own a Fender, but I got a Fender shirt. You know who's not filing for bankruptcy? These guys. And RNA Music. Let's answer some questions. First question from Scott Honer. Ryan, as an orange amplifier dealer, what, if any, opinion do you have developed about the Crush 20 RT and 35 RT solid state amps? As amps for someone who just plays at home for their own enjoyment and will probably never play out, what are your thoughts? Do you have any students using them? Very good question, Scott. And as a matter of fact, yes, I do. I have actually quite a few students using the little CR12. Not even the 20s, the little 12s that are like 99 bucks. Quite a few students on those. A couple have the 20s. I've had a few get the 35s. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Right. For the price, you know, especially the 12. I mean, you're talking like 99 bucks for the CR12. We can't hardly keep them in stock. Like, I'm out of them now. We have more coming though.
Good.
Like next week, in black. Because they're sold out of oranges. We have to get the black oranges.
Man.
I'm like, send them. I need some. We just can't hardly keep them on hand. They're great. I mean, they are solid state. There's no like extra bells and whistles usually with those. But there's no, you know, 15 different delays and 15 different reverbs and all that. It's just a great solid workhorse little practice amp. Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll be fine for, you know, just playing at home. They redesigned all the Crush series. Is it maybe 2 years ago? 2 years ago or 1 year ago? I can't remember. They completely redid the voicing on them all. And when they did that, I think they really took them up a notch, and they pretty much stayed the same price. So I have no problem recommending the orange stuff. I mean, we sell it here, and we wouldn't sell it if I didn't like it. So they're great, man. Can't go wrong. And if you get into their tube stuff, it gets really nice. So thanks, Scott. Appreciate the question, man. Next question. Cam Demand. Hey, RNA. Okay, your house is on fire. We better call the kids because they're at the house.
Yeah.
You figured they would call us if it was burning.
You would think so.
You all get out safely. Okay, good. But still have enough time to save 3 pieces of gear. Which amps and or guitars make it out with you? Me personally, it'd be my 2008 Gibson SG, my 94 Fender Strat American Standard, and my Marshall JVN 2x12. Hope all is well. Thanks, Cam Demand. This is not the first time we've been asked if our house was burning down. What would we say?
Yeah, y'all go dark real fast.
Yeah, you could have just said, "Hey, what's your 3 top favorite pieces of gear?" Just in general, no reason. No reason.
Putting our children in danger and such.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He said we got out alive. I'm like, well, that's good.
Yeah.
What about our clothes?
Yeah.
What about my laptop?
Family photos.
Yeah. The dogs and the cats.
Yeah.
I can't remember which episode that was. I mean, I even stopped numbering these because, I don't know, there's quite a few. There's nearly 200 of these. So we've answered it before, but I don't know if my answers will be the same. Yeah. How about this? What would you grab? Obviously not guitars, but you know, what, and dogs or cats. Let's assume
they're all out.
Assume the dogs and cats, everybody's out.
Everybody's out.
Every living entity is out.
Yes, because that would be the first things.
What are the other
children?
What top 3 things would you save?
Oh gosh.
Crochet hooks?
No. I would probably save oh gosh. I don't know. I don't have really a lot of sentimental stuff.
The Xbox?
Yeah, exactly. Because that's just probably the boys' baby albums. Their baby albums. And because we don't have a lot of photos of like marriage stuff, and a lot of our newer things are all on Facebook, so it would have, you know, things like that have already been kind of saved. Probably the suitcase of my great-grandmother's that has all of her crochet knitted stuff that she's handmade, because there's a few of her, like her handwritten things. I would grab as many photo albums as I could. Probably that suitcase, my wedding dress,
Grandpa's gun.
Great grandpa's gun. Yeah, because it's my great grandpa's.
Mm-hmm.
My great grandpa's gun. So yeah, I'm trying to think of, do I have anything else that's very sentimental that my parents gave me or anything? No, not really.
That's kind of tough if you take guitars out of the equation. I'm not sure what I would grab.
Yeah.
Probably the Xbox.
Yeah. Because a lot of our photos that we do have are prints. So we have CDs here and other places that we could totally have remade.
Yeah.
But
I would probably grab my granddaddy's desk. I mean, that counts. That's one thing. I mean, we would have to grab it together. I don't think I could get it out myself. As far as gear goes, though,
that thing is going down. That thing is not carrying that out.
First, of course, I would grab my Gibson Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so excited. That's my sentimental guitar that I'm, means a lot to me sentiment-wise, I mean, we've got a bunch of guitars between all of us in the family, but narrowing it down would be, it's actually pretty easy. Then I have this Washburn USA Custom Shop guitar. Yeah, I would save the Ocho or L8, whichever. And those two for sure. I don't really have an amp at the house, believe it or not, so there's no amplifier to save. My drum set is actually at the shop in the lesson studio. Yeah. So I would have to save that. But that would probably be on the list because that's pretty sentimental as well.
That's a lot of trips saved.
That's a lot, yeah. That's, I don't know.
That's not practical.
No. And then probably...
I'm dying over a drum set.
Yeah, probably my PRS S2. This was like the 40th birthday present thing. So this one's pretty special. I mean, I have other guitars that are pretty special that we're pretty close to making the list, but this is the next one that's most expensive. So the three expensive guitars. Actually, the Gibson wasn't that expensive at the time, but
sentimentally it is.
Sentimentally, yeah. Oh, it's priceless. It's priceless. Is that a word? Sentimentally. Sentiment.
Sentimentsy.
So yeah, that's it. My Explorer, my Custom Shop, Washburn, and USA PRS. So,
awesome.
There you go, man. Scary question. Nobody ever asked that again, please. Next question. Scott Honer. Oh, Scott had two questions. Ryan, have you ever pieced together a guitar for your own use? My only guitars are two Frankenstrats that I put together with used made in Mexico Strat bodies, Fender necks, Locky tuners, Duncan pickups, classic. Yeah. No, I have not ever Frankenstratted anything. I've thought about it. Actually, when we lived in Tulsa, I worked at a store, and my boss, the one who hired me, he wasn't even a musician. Right. But just for fun, he would buy like USA Fender parts and put the guitars together and then sell them. I thought, do what? And he doesn't even play guitar. He just, he was just a fan and just putting it together, you know. Leo wasn't a guitarist. Leo Fender, he wasn't a musician. He was a designer, mechanic type guy. Not a mechanic, but you know. Anyways, I always thought it'd be kind of fun to do, like if it could, you know, if I could do it for the right price. But I'm not a real big Fender guy. Yeah. Even though I'm wearing the t-shirt. The t-shirt's super comfortable. I just gotta say, this is one of my most comfortable shirts that's not at all, but it's like really long. So I like it. But I'm not really a fan of Fender instruments, which is kind of crazy because they are really interchangeable, almost like Legos. You know, Fender's like the Lego of the guitar world. So I have never done that, Scott, and probably won't, I imagine. But you know, never say never. Thanks for the question, man. Next question, PRS Rocker. Thanks, guys. My follow-up question is that since the RNA exclusive CMG guitars are not on a set schedule, how would someone go about contacting you about getting on the list, and what customization would be available to the purchaser? If none, what are the specs, colors? I'd like to share this information to our listeners as well. A custom guitar made in the USA for those prices is insane. You are correct, sir. It is actually insane prices. So if somebody wants one of the USA CMG RNA guitars, that's 3 letters, 3 letters, 3 letters. That's 9 letters. USA CMG RNA. You could just call me. Call the shop. Well, or email might be easier because we're not always here, but I can usually get to my email from anywhere.
Right.
So you can email us and find out where we're at. There's not any really customization because we've already designed and spec'd out the guitar. That was the point. Like if I could spec out a guitar to my wishes, this is what I would build.
Right. We're
going to build them in limited runs. The only thing that's a little bit different, number 2, it's the same pickups, but I did a different finish. Number 1 had brushed black chrome. Number 2 has brushed chrome. And number 3 might have brushed gold. I don't know. It might just have chrome. You know, I'm keeping the same pickups in each guitar, but I am, just for funsies, I'm changing the color of the pickups in each one, just to kind of make them, each one even more unique. But yeah, that's it. As far as the specs, I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description to the video where we got number 1, and you can check it all out there. Kind of a lot to go into now, but it's a pretty cool guitar. Super excited about it. I can't wait to get the next one. And I've had a few people contact me about number 2. They're like, let me ask my wife. Let me see if I can find the money, you know. Tell me when it gets there. I want to see pictures of it. They want to see pictures of it, which is, there will be pictures when it gets here. So thanks for the question, PRS Rocker. I think he has a vlog or a podcast. One of those.
Sweet.
Yeah. Next question, Walking Dead 1369. Individually, that means each one of us. Favorite movie. For him, it's The Crow. Again, individually, favorite album. And for fun, favorite 80s cartoon. All right, so favorite movie, favorite album, favorite 80s cartoon. Go.
Ooh, favorite movie. Oh.
The Last Jedi.
My favorite movie right now is The Greatest Showman. Right now, but of all time favorite movie, probably Princess Bride.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because I think I've watched that more than any other movie that I probably have seen in my life.
We have watched it a lot.
Yeah. Favorite album? Don't know. I haven't listened to a whole album to say that it's my favorite album. Herman's Hermits.
Not Janet Jackson?
No.
Miss Jackson, If You're Nasty? No? Michael Jackson?
Didn't even own it. I had
Thriller?
I had the Bad album.
Thriller?
We had Thriller as a record, but I only listened to Thriller. I mean, I might have listened to a couple other ones, but I was too young.
I was older. It was great.
Yeah.
It's a good record.
2 years.
2 years is a long time when you're 8. 10 is way more sophisticated than 8.
True.
Same.
But Thriller was younger than 8.
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
When you get to my age, it's hard to remember
5 or 6
things.
when Thriller came out. Favorite 80s cartoon. 80s.
That's a tough one.
80s. I can't remember the 80s. That was a long time ago.
Strawberry Shortcake.
Strawberry Shortcake wasn't a cartoon.
It was a cartoon.
Well,
I didn't
watch the cartoon. I wasn't really into Strawberry Shortcake.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, I watched a lot of G.I. Joe. I wasn't allowed to watch He-Man. It was too demonic.
It's the devil. It's the devil cartoons.
Transformers? Yeah, Transformers, but it wasn't my favorite. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, Transformers is on! You know?
Smurfs?
No, I couldn't watch the Smurfs. It wasn't like my favorite. I'm that weird person that I liked a lot of things, so it wasn't like I had like a really strict favorite.
I have a burning passion for one of them.
I'm trying to think of Saturday morning cartoons. What was the one that I was just like, oh my gosh?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that was
No?
it. Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, I liked the Bugs Bunny hour.
Tom
I did.
Jerry?
Yeah. I like the Jetsons. I did. I like the Jetsons and the Flintstones, but that wasn't the 80s cartoon. That was like 60s, 70s. So.
Yeah, but they were around in the 80s.
Yeah, they were.
That was more of an 80s thing. It was Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, anything Hanna-Barbera, actually.
So no favorites?
No, not really.
Well.
Nothing that I could be like, oh my gosh, I can still sing you the theme song. I can sing the theme song to almost every cartoon. So it does not make it special. I know, I'm so boring today. I'm so sorry. So sorry. This guitar makes my hair look like it's standing up like 4 more feet than it actually is.
There you go. You gotta get in front of the CMG.
No, there it goes.
All right.
I'm gonna lean like this.
There's Angela's non-answers.
I know, my horrible, horrible answer. You deserve more than that. Yeah, but definitely Princess Bride.
Yeah, there's a winner.
There's a winner.
All right.
Winner chicken dinner.
Favorite movie? That's tough, actually. Like of all time, if I had to pick one.
Yeah.
But you had a good idea. Like, what's the one you've watched over and over and over, and over, more than any other movie? For me, that's probably...
So I Married an Axe Murderer.
It's either Return of the Jedi...
Or Wayne's World.
Or Wayne's World. Because I wore out my VHS tape of Wayne's World.
Yes, you did.
Oh my gosh. Before we even met...
When we met, it was one of the first movies you showed me. That and The Rock.
Oh, The Rock is pretty good.
Yeah.
Because of Sean Connery, not because of that other dude.
Not because of Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is terrible.
He's so... No one's kidding.
Yeah. I saw Wayne's World 3 times in the theater. Like back when it came out. I was like, this is hilarious. I loved it. So, wore out some Wayne's World. And I couldn't even tell you how many times I watched Return of the Jedi. Like on VHS. I still have my original VHS. Like before they did all the crazy edits and special effects. And like,
yes, he does.
It's in a box somewhere. So it's a toss up between those two. Which neither one have I watched in recent memory. But, you know, those are up there. Favorite album? That's going to be really hard to... I'm either going to have to go with... Like that I could just listen to over and over and over. That's hard. I'm going to give you 3. Led Zeppelin 4. Oh, I'm going to give you 4. Led Zeppelin 4. Led Zeppelin 2. Master of Puppets. And Far Beyond Driven. Pantera. So, all like... Well, I was going to say all heavy metal, but Zeppelin is not. But any of those are like, I could listen to the complete album from start to finish. And I have. But it's hard to pick one. I can't pick one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably be Master of Puppets if I did, though. Oh, man. Tough question. Oh, favorite 80s cartoon? Easy. Robotech. It's my favorite. I mean, I love me some Transformers.
Yes.
I watched all of those. I love me some G.I. Joe. Snake Eyes is the best ninja there ever was, Paul. But I would get up early to watch Robotech. Like it came on at some stupid time, like 6:30.
Look, Google, you know, pull a Paul.
Pull a Paul and check your phone. Yeah, Robotech came on like stupid early, like 6:30 or something like that. Like on weekday mornings. So I had to get up. I would like, what kid gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a weekday to watch cartoons?
Our kids.
Nah, they don't. So for me, it was, I liked a lot of those. Mask, you know, Thundercats, you know, we watched all that stuff. But Thundercats, the real Ghostbusters, that was awesome.
Chip and Dale wasn't 80s, was it?
I don't think it was. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's barely 80s, Google. 89 to 90.
87. DuckTales. Thundercats was... Anyways, so for me, although I love G.I. Joe and Transformers so much and had all the toys, but that's funny. But for me, it had to be Robotech.
Yeah. So, I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And I watched some He-Man, but, you know. Robotech for the win, easily. Hands down. Or Voltron. I watched me some Voltron.
Yeah.
Robotech wins, but Voltron's a close second.
It's number 9.
Voltron would easily destroy a Megazord.
Yeah. Easily,
Paul. All right, next question. Thanks, man. James Smith. Hi, Ryan and Angela from the west edge of Colorado. Hey, Ryan, have you ever messed around with open G tuning or done any slide work? I really enjoy the channel and down to earthedness. We're earthy. Very much so. I don't think I've messed with open G. If anything, I've done some open D tuning.
Yeah.
And dadgad. I think I want to say whatever. Oh dang, I forgot his name. Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend. He has a weird open tuning that he uses. I think it's B. I played around with it once because I wanted to learn a Devin song, and I thought this would be kind of fun just to change up my writing style.
Yeah.
And Mark Tremonti from Alter Bridge uses kind of a different, funky sort of open D tuning for a lot of Alter Bridge songs. So I've messed around very slightly with those tunings just because I thought, hey, let's just try something new. Why not? Not really for slide. Every time I think, you know what, I should learn to play some slide. We're in Texas. Let's do this, right? And then I'll order one. And then somebody will come in, like once every 6 months. Somebody will be like, hey, you got any slides? I'm like, I got this one. I'll give you a deal on it because it's out of the package. Yeah. And I always tell them, I haven't really messed around with slide very much. Just really, I always think, I should do that. That'd be kind of fun because I enjoy that kind of sound and playing. And, Dimebag Darrell plays a killer slide solo on the Great Southern Trendkill. He's not a slide player, but
so much.
Look who's awesome from Texas. But yeah, not really. One of these days I'll get around to it, maybe. Who am I lying? I'm probably not going to though. Maybe. I got something in my beard?
No, it's just a little.
Is it out of place?
Crazy, a little bit. Okay.
I put some product in it this morning. I think
it looks great. It's very nice. It has a good sheen to it. Yep,
so, yeah, no, not really, James. Thanks for the question, man. Next question. Drittle. Can you convince my wife that I need that Ashley prototype? Thanks in advance. Oh, that one right there? How do we convince his wife to let him have it?
Okay, so this is what you do. Let me explain.
Yeah, you should explain this because
that's too much.
Wife.
Let me sum up. You make a deal with her that however much this cost, she gets something of equal value.
Equal or lesser value.
Equal or greater value.
Equal or greater value. Is that what I said? That's what I said.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's going to cost you double, man.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you.
So be prepared to pay twice as much. Whether that is letting her go on a vacation, whether that is letting her buy something that she's always wanted for herself or their house or whatever it is, you got to do it.
They never say no if you're like, hey, honey, I want to buy this thing that's $1,000. By the way, here's $1,000 to do whatever you want. They usually don't say no.
Yes, that's the correct.
Problem is we don't usually have $2,000.
Yeah. At a time. But when you do,
why not?
That's how that works. Okay, buying a whole bunch of stuff for yourself, and then your wife is just kind of like, "I got my nails done." You're like, "Oh my gosh, why would?"
How much was that? $50?
Yeah, it was like $45. Wow, that is stretching it. And then like a week later, you buy a $1,000 guitar.
Yeah,
that hasn't happened in this situation.
No. See what I'll do. There's Angela's. That's solid advice. You should do that. Yes. Works every time.
Yes.
Every time without fail.
Because
hey, honey, I want to buy this $3,000 PRS. So, what would you like that costs $3,000?
Exactly.
And you get your $6,000 PRS. That's how it works.
Yes.
Works every time. Now, here's the other way that I'm going to throw out there. What I like to do is go, hey, honey, check this out. I found this cool guitar. Look, it's on sale. Like, it's normally this much, but look how much it is now. Isn't it pretty? And sometimes,
yes,
sometimes Angela will say, yeah, that's beautiful. You should get it. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Because I'm about to spend some money on myself, son.
You should get it. Like, oh,
and I swear to God, if you complain about my spending while I'm wearing Walmart jeans, I want to hit you.
So when it's like, you just kind of throw it out there like, hey, check this out. What do you think? And sometimes they'll go, "Oh, that's pretty sweet. You should get it."
You should totally do it.
Art knows this because Art's like, we're at a store, and Elizabeth was like, "Oh wow, look at this." She's like, "Oh, that's really pretty. You should get it." He's like, "Oh, okay." You think she knows the secret though? Yes, she's like, "Hey, yeah, you should get that guitar because I'm about to go buy something." Yeah, buy it because I'm about to.
Yep.
Back me up, Art. Is that how it works?
Yep.
There you go, man.
There you go.
All you got to do.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Next question. John Harpole, speaking of CMGs, another great vlog with good questions. Does CMG make acoustic guitars? Oh, very good question, John.
I know.
And in fact, they do not make acoustic guitars. They used to, though. There was a point in time many years ago they did have acoustic guitars. Chris still has one, actually. Now I think I'm right on this, but I think they had an import line. They imported some guitars, manufactured overseas, Far East, that came in, and I think they also had a couple of USA acoustic guitars. I believe that they did. If you go back however many years, they did have, and Chris still has one. Nice. They do not currently make any though, and I'm not 100% certain about why, but I think it has to do, like they sell so many of the Ashley single cut LP style guitars that that just takes up the majority of their construction and their building time and the demand. I mean, supply and demand. You offer a product like nobody wants to buy it. Like, well, we sold 3 acoustics this year. How about that? But we sold 300 electrics. So I guess we should make electrics. So they have in the past. I don't know if they currently can or will. I don't think so. Yeah. But at one point in time, they sure did. So you can actually go find, if you search on YouTube, there's a video of Chris Mitchell demoing playing an acoustic Chris Mitchell guitar. So there's in there if you search deep enough on YouTube. But currently no. But thanks for the question, John.
I need some candy while we're sitting.
Get you some.
It's like watching a movie. I'm watching my stuff, so I need candy.
Kurgel Kreutzer with the next question. I'm going to read the last portion of his question. So Gibson and Star Wars now have a lot in common. Both of them can use their famous names to sell crappy product. So my question for you guys and gals is, how long can Disney and Gibson get away with such shenanigans? And do you see any way for either of them to salvage their product or even keep the hype going? Cheers. Well, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Disney's got all the money. Like, I mean, I know they pay like $1 billion for Star Wars.
That's nothing. They make that in a weekend.
But they have way more than that. And even though The Last Jedi was a huge pile of crap and did not sell, I mean, everybody's like, it made $1 million, almost made $1 billion. And it's like, well, but it'll cost them $1.1 billion to make it and market it and pay for everything. It still did less than The Force Awakens. Financially, it was not as popular as The Force Awakens. So, and with the Gibson thing that just came out, we all know they just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which they're like basically reorganizing and restructuring, shedding a lot of their debts and the other things, So they're not going anywhere. Disney's definitely not going anywhere. No. Will they take a hit in the short term? Maybe. Maybe. I mean...
Who? Gibson or Disney?
Both of them. I mean, I don't want to go see Episode 9, whatever it is, Star Wars. I'm going to, because I want to see how they kind of wrap up this whole fiasco. I'm not going to be happy about it, but I am going to go. Yeah. Because maybe there's a very slim chance they fix it. Maybe. Probably not, but... And I want to go see the Solo movie. I don't think it's going to be good necessarily, but I think I have that little sliver of hope that I might be surprised. It might totally be wicked sweet. Yeah. And so...
To me, it'd be a whole new hope.
Yeah, I'm going to go see it. There's no hope that it will. Now, if it's terrible though, see, like we've bought I think every Star Wars movie that's ever come out. We did not buy The Last Jedi when it came out, like on DVD.
I don't think we'll ever own it.
Didn't buy it. Didn't buy it. I'm not planning on buying it. Nicholas will probably buy it. Our son will probably buy it. But like I haven't. I think I watched The Force Awakens maybe twice since it came out on DVD. Maybe 1.5 times.
I've not watched it.
So I think they're still going to make money. I think they're just going to make probably less money.
Which is crazy because the 1, 2, and 3 I watched.
Oh yeah, multiple times.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Not 3.
I've seen 3 several times.
I've seen 3 once.
Like, somebody commented like, well, at least it was better than the prequels. I'm like, see? No. It's my least favorite of all the Star Wars movies. Now, I'm not saying George Lucas did everything right on episode 1, 2, and 3, or they didn't have some kind of big problems.
Right.
But I still watched them more than once, and I'm still like, yeah, come on. I didn't really...
Because there's still some characters that you were like, that makes sense to me. That makes Mace Windu.
Yeah. Palpatine, like, Ian McKellen. Is that his name? Who played the Emperor? No, I can't remember his name. But, yeah. I've watched all of those multiple times.
Yeah.
And I have yet to go back and watch these others. So, Star Wars, they're still going to make them. It's a big enough, Star Wars is a big enough brand on its own. It's going to still keep making money.
Yeah.
Whether they do a good job with it or not.
Yeah.
Gibson, same thing. The Gibson name, the brand of it, is so strong. It's gonna go on forever, probably. Sorry, I had a sneeze break. Gibson, I mean, the name is so strong. Yes, they're gonna shed their debt and restructure. It seems like that after they do the Chapter 11 stuff, at some point, even though the CEO is still going to be there through the end of the Chapter 11 proceedings, I don't think he has majority ownership anymore, and he'll probably, when your company has to file for Chapter 11, it's time for the CEO to go. So he'll probably be on, and, I think there's better hope for Gibson than there is for Star Wars, honestly.
But it's Disney, though. That's the question. It's Disney.
Yeah,
Disney is not going to hurt for Star Wars. If anything, they'll end up dropping Star Wars. But it's still going to be a money thing because little kids don't understand the significance of why people our age don't like it. And then there's some people who like it who are our age. So...
and they've got
little kids who want lightsabers are gonna be able to sell.
Yeah, and like the Star Wars Rebels, their animated series, that did really well. People liked that, and they could come out. I think if they come out with some more movies that have nothing to do with, Han Solo and Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker and that whole thing, if they'll do what I said as a fan, because I know best as a fan, if they'll go back and do like Knights of the Old Republic, like 1,000 years before this whole Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker thing. I think they could probably do really well, but we'll see. My battery's about to die. Son of a... Yeah, so if they do something completely different that kind of leaves the whole Skywalker thing behind and all that, if they'll leave that alone and just go do something else, maybe. But anything Rian Johnson does, I'm not watching because I'm so angry. They're giving him his own thing, and even if it's, I'll be mad if Rian Johnson gets to go do Knights of the Old Republic. I'm just going to be. But he could make one movie, and if it doesn't do well, they'll be like, "Nah, we changed our mind."
Yeah.
We changed our mind, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm glad he doesn't even spell his name the same as me. Next question, Todd Bogley, Ryan. You ever get into Galactic Cowboys, being that they're metal and from your great state of Texas? Space in Your Face was their big 90s album. Not sure if they're still together, but could have sworn I heard they may have been a Christian band, but don't flaunt it. Anyways, hope all is good and well on your way. Thanks for the question, Todd. I do not believe I've ever listened to Galactic Cowboys. The name rings a bell. I think I think I've heard of those guys.
Yeah.
But no, I've never listened to them, so couldn't tell you anything about them.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of like metal bands from Texas. I mean, Pantera's like, they're the guys, you know, if you're just talking about Texas and hard rock and metal. There was, what was the name of that band? Steve used to really enjoy.
No idea.
There was another Texas band that I really liked a lot, and then they broke up like after 15 years. Like, you're finally getting some traction. Fair to Midland. Not Fairway to Midland, but you're really close. Yeah, Fair to Midland. Fair to Midland.
I pulled that out. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, well, Bowling for Soup. They're from Denton.
Awesome.
They're not really a metal band though. They're pop punk.
Yeah.
But Fair to Midland, you've probably never heard of them, but go check them out. They had a couple of albums. Anchors and Arrows, or Arrows and Anchors was their last album before they would call it a day. They were great. I really liked them a lot. But that's, you know, that's been in the last...
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's been in the last eight years that they were kind of doing their thing. But nope. Can't say anything about Galactic Cowboys. But Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's pretty good. Texas guy. Yeah. No longer making albums. I think people know that. Sad. Getting emotional. ZZ Top. Texas guys. I'm just trying to think of Texas musicians now. What's his name? Is Jamie Foxx a real musician?
Yeah.
He makes records, but...
Yeah, he plays the piano, sings.
I'm trying to think of big
songs.
names. Selena. Pretty big Texas musician. Also,
God bless her heart.
Also no longer making albums. Janis Joplin. She's Texas.
I don't know.
I think she's from Texas.
Probably.
I think she was from Austin.
Sandra Bullock.
She's not a musician.
Oh yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, alright. He's not a musician. There's a guy, he's like an instrumental shred guitar guy. Not Andy Timmons. Andy Timmons is actually not from Texas. He lives in Texas. He's lived here for a long time, but he wasn't born in Texas. Yeah. There's the other guy, Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson's from Texas.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. There's some... But the hard rock and metal, I can't think of any... I mean, other than Warefoot. Like, Warefoot's probably my favorite Texas metal band right now. Other than myself. Yeah. Like, I like me a lot, but... Yeah. Sorry, we kind of... I snowballed there on...
I'm thinking, I'm like...
I chased a rabbit trail there.
I'm trying to think of all the Texas people. Kelly Clarkson.
She's from Texas? I think I knew that.
The Pentatonics.
Are they from Texas?
Half of them are.
The good half?
Wait,
well, how many are there?
The bass player and the
beatboxer,
there's 5. 3 of them. The
3/5.
tall blonde, the shorter brunette guy, and the girl. They all went to, it was like Grand Prairie or...
Huh. How about that?
They're Texans.
Can't think of anything. Anybody else on the top of my head? Surely there's... I'm missing somebody.
I know.
I'm missing someone.
I don't know anymore. But I know that we're missing somebody.
Paul probably knows. Probably some...
Like, God!
Probably some
Come
obscure
on.
pop
like, no one knows that, Paul. Only you.
Yeah.
Don't get upset.
Yeah, come on. Alright, anyways. Drowning Pool.
Okay.
Drowning Pool is from Texas. But they're not together anymore. Anyways, alright. That's it. That was the last question. You guys tell us, who are your favorite Texas musicians?
Or actresses.
Actors.
Actors.
Who are your favorite famous Texans?
Yes.
That's kind of fun.
That is fun.
Yeah. They have to be from Texas.
Other than us.
They have to be born in Texas. Like sports people, they don't really count. Because unless they were born here, they don't really count.
Yeah, they're transplants.
Yeah, they come from somewhere else. You know, Deion Sanders is not from Texas, is he? I don't know.
I don't know who he played for in college.
He lives right outside. He's got a country house right down the road here in Canton.
Yeah.
Prime time. Country prime.
We should totally see if we can interview him.
Hey, Deion, you want to come be on our Ask RNA show?
Yeah.
I don't think he's a musician, though.
I know, but still.
I know, that would be kind of cool.
I'm not. Well, sort of.
You're a singer. You sing. You play ukulele. I wonder if Deion plays ukulele. That would be cool.
Love to teach you Deion Sanders ukulele.
Prime time. Yes. All right, that's it for this week. Thank you guys so much for all the questions. I'm really happy with our progress with ASK RNA. It seems like more and more people are tuning in and watching our little mom and pop show here, and I think that's great. We've been doing it for quite a while at this point, so I'm glad to see y'all enjoying it and commenting, asking questions, and interacting.
Share.
And share. So if you haven't subscribed to RNA Music, go ahead and subscribe wherever the little button is. Hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you'll get the notifications. If you're interested in not a Fender shirt, but an RNA Music shirt, go check out our link in our description to our Teespring store. There's a couple different designs down there, different colors. You can go check that out. Really appreciate it. We've been getting kind of a slow but steady supply of t-shirt orders, and that's just freaking awesome. And if you got a t-shirt, take a picture with you and your t-shirt and shoot it to us on Facebook or an email. That would be kind of cool.
Thumb just blended into my neck.
Send us your pictures with your RNA stuff. That'd be awesome. We might even throw them up in the videos. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so thank you guys so much. If you have a question for next week, leave it below, and we will pick from those questions for next week's show. This weekend, I'm going to the Dallas International Guitar Festival on Saturday for sure. So be watching for our Saturday vlog. Will probably come out Sunday or Monday.
I'm decorating for my pre-K graduation for my pre-Kers on Monday. So I'll be decorating.
Yeah, you get to see Dallas Guitar Show stuff,
pre-K
decoration stuff, all kinds of fun. So
all kinds of fun.
Thank you guys so much, and ladies. And we'll see you next time. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the music.
You need the music.
You do.
Probably more than the music needs you, but that's okay.
So turn us off and listen to some music.
Actually, go to another YouTube video on YouTube after this and listen to music on YouTube.
Yes.
Because the longer you stay on YouTube after coming to our video, the better that is for us.
Yeah.
And YouTube, I guess. Anyways, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.